Hello, all. It's March 14th today, and we're at the end of Luke chapter 1. And I love this section partly because it shows, again, Luke's unique role in writing his gospel, that he's the only one that includes this story from Jesus's, well, before his birth with his mother and her interaction with Elizabeth, but also the poem that she writes when she hears that she's going to have the baby Jesus. And I think this is a great little section to show that Luke is not dependent completely on Matthew, who wrote before him most likely. I'm sure that Luke had read Matthew and chooses to use a lot of that material in his own work, but also he went and interviewed others who were involved, and it seems like Mary must have still been around. And I can imagine a conversation that Luke has with Mary, where he gets an opportunity to interview her and hear from her side of the story before the birth. And maybe she has this poem memorized, maybe she's got it written down somewhere, but she hands it over to Luke and gives him the opportunity to include it in his gospel. So I think it's a wonderful little episode that shows us both the uniqueness of this gospel and also the other details that we need to know for our edification here. And it is a good detail that we get with Mary's poem. I thought I'd just read it with you. It says, Mary said, "My soul glorifies the Lord, and my spirit rejoices in God my Savior, for he has been mindful of the humble state of his servant." I think there she means herself, certainly, but I think also maybe Israel or Judah, of the clan of Judah as well. "From now on, all generations will call me blessed, for the Mighty One has done great things for me. Holy is his name. His mercy extends to those who fear him from generation to generation." I wonder if in her mind she was thinking of the many generations since God had made these promises, and more than 400 years since the last of these promises had come about and or had been given, and now they're finally being realized. He has performed mighty deeds with his arm. He has scattered those who are proud in their innermost thoughts. He has brought down rulers from their thrones, but has lifted up the humble. He has filled the hungry with good things, but has sent the rich away empty. He has helped his servant Israel, remembering to be merciful to Abraham and his descendants forever, just as he promised to our ancestors. So she has a remembrance of the promises to Abraham and all of her forefathers too, and I think that's a really great link to the Old Testament promises that now are being fulfilled in the coming of the Savior, and what amount of joy it causes for Mary here as she is relating this and sharing this with her cousin Elizabeth at that time too. So pretty encouraging, neat little section, unique to the Gospel of Luke.